Hey everybody, this is Purge, and we're bringing you guys another game from the Pro Series. We're watching Absolute Legends versus TTB, which apparently is now led by Calculus. There was some talk about this, Calculus leaving Quantic. So, God, they've changed names like 5 times since they started. They were literally a team in the International. I'm going to try to get their name progression. So, they were Nevo, and then they became Monkey Business, and then they became SK, and then they became... I feel like I'm missing one switch. Obviously they're Quantic now, but I feel like they were something between SK and Quantic. Maybe they just went from SK to Quantic. So I don't know. They've had like four different names since the International, which was last August. They've been, last August, I believe. So they've been all over the place. But Calculus apparently leaving the team, so not on Quantic anymore. And he's now playing on a team for TTB. And I'm not very familiar with the other players on his team, but they are apparently a Danish organization. And they are up today against Absolute Legends, which is one of the best teams in the world right now. I haven't seen them actually play a game in quite a while, so I'm really excited for this, honestly. I hope you guys are too. But Absolute Legends, a primarily Australian team. I believe they have... Musica is from Singapore originally, but I believe he does live in Australia now. But they are working their asses off, kind of similar to Complexity, busting their asses, working really, really hard to get where they're at. And the downside is that since they're from Australia, there are lag problems. So unfortunately for them, have not done a actual LAN yet, I believe, just all online tournaments. They are hoping to get into the International and win that if possible, which I think they have a good chance of doing. But they basically kind of force organizations and tournaments to do kind of a weird thing where people have to play on US East or US West servers instead of US East. And the European players are often very finicky about that because they're very used to always playing Europe and having absolutely no lag. Whereas Absolute Legends consistently plays with about 200 MS every single game that they perform in. So... anyways, first round bans, we can talk about this game and stuff. Lycan, Lone Druid, Nature's Prophet, a lot of pushing heroes from Absolute Legends. We'll see Chen, Tidehunter, Invoker from the Dire Team. And first pick was actually Dire Team getting first pick. It's going to be a Windrunner. And then we're going to see a Venge Rexar, and then a Shadow Demon Leshrac, and then finally a Queen of Pain. So that's going to prevent Absolute Legends from going for an Anti-Mage. Guaranteed it is not going to be there. So absolutely no... Anti-Mage drafted from Absolute Legends. I would be very, very surprised if they did, because Shadow Demon is a strong counter against him. But their third pick was the Queen of Pain, which gives them a lot of ganking possibilities. That's pretty interesting. Second round bans was a Broodmother as well as a Darkseer. Cool stuff. More pushing heroes. Absolute Legends really doesn't like pushing strats, apparently. The Dire Team does have a Leshrac, though, so they will have pushing there, but currently they don't have anything to tank their creep waves. They could still pick up Enigma or something like that. Eidolons can tank creeps, or tank towers okay, but primarily they're used as damage dealers, so that works out beautifully. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about Bleek. I forgot to talk about that. Absolute Legends, Musica was from Singapore, moved to Australia, and Bleek is now Canadian. He recently got picked up. It used to be Risk on their team, who was an Australian player. He was very, very good, but Bleek was picked up instead, and I believe he's a Canadian. I think US West. Or US West server. He's not US, obviously, but the West Coast, I believe, of Canada. So that is Absolute Legends. They are very talented. They have very, very good players, and Ricky Maru is going to be the next pickup for the Dire Team. Anti-Mage gets banned as well as a Slardar. The reason they banned Slardar is because probably they're expecting to draft the Ricky Maru since they did get first pick, and that's the hero they went with. So Ricky will be the go-to. That's going to be a great hero towards ganking Queen of Pain. And Venomancer is the next swap up for Absolute Legends. So currently they have great damage coming out of their team because of Venge Aura and Beastmaster Aura. That's if Venge can get farmed, but for all we know, we'll see a carry Venge. It's not unlikely. Sometimes it does happen. So, and now one more pick for each team coming on out. Earthshaker. And it's going to be an Earthshaker pick for DT. Oh god, I can't remember their DDT. Is it really DDT? TTB. Same thing. Alright, TTB, no problem, guys. TTB. So TTB is the Earthshaker pickup. And that'll give him some nice tri-lane action. And Ale is actually, for Shadow Fiend. So they're going to draft a Shadow Fiend this game. Shadow Fiend is going to hit really hard. Venge Aura plus Beastmaster Aura. So much attack speed. They'll have good team fight as well. That's one thing that Shadow Fiend brings to the table, is that Requiem of Souls. It's a very strong ulti. I think he's going to have to be a little careful about getting ganked by Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is a great ganker. Probably will be their solo, I'm guessing. It's either Shadow Demon solo or Leshrac solo. If it's a Shadow Demon solo, I think that's better than a Leshrac solo. Shadow Demon is just such a strong hero. Such a strong ganking hero. And we're just waiting for the heroes to pick their player, or players to pick their heroes, and then we can go over that quick. Hop into this awesome game. Man, last game was really good. Really was. That was a really fun game. Really fun game to watch. Feel a little bad for Complexity. They've been having some issues lately, but just a lot. There's just a lot of other good competition. I think that's part of it. Just a lot of really good teams in the market at the moment. So, anyways, for the rating team, we have Bleek playing the Shadow Fiend, Godot on the Vengeful Spirit. We have Snoopy on the Venomancer, Shaitan, or better known as Black Shaitan, playing the Beastmaster, and the final player is Musica, who's going to be playing Queen of Pain. For the Dire team, we have S4 playing the Windrunner. We have Balsam playing the Ricky. Buller is on the Shadow Demon. Hip Hop, Not Pop playing the Earthshaker, and finally Calculus going to be playing the Leshrac. Those are our drafts today.
Prepare for battle.
And Radiant team going to swing towards the top lane right off the bat. Black Shaitan most likely going to drop down some axes. He may shift towards the mid lane, picking up a fast bottle. I think that's a possibility. It looks like Queen of Pain. Now it's going to be Shadow Fiend bottom. Might be a support on Shadow Fiend. Like a Venom's Shadow Fiend is actually really strong when Venomancer does pulling, because then he can come out, drop down the Venomous Gale, and Shadow Fiend gets a guaranteed 2 raises. Guaranteed. When you're moving that slow, it's so easy to double raise. It's not hard at all. And there's the Leshrac spot, so they're going to pressure him away by just a little bit. Shadow Fiend not coming to the level 1 gank because he wouldn't be able to contribute anyway, so best case scenario, he could be hitting for 44 damage on average. Woo! Pretty much so. Not really worth it to chance that, and they're immediately going to shift back towards the mid lane perhaps. Observer Ward is placed by Windrunner. Going to prevent a little bit of pulling unless they have sentries, which means Venomancer might have a slightly harder time to get EXP this game. And yeah, I don't see any support wards or sentry wards is really what I meant to say. All right, Observer Ward's on the high ground, and we're going to see Shadow Demon pick up a double damage. See if we get a gank off in the mid lane. Looks like it's going to be a Ricky mid with a Earthshaker support and possibly a Shadow Demon as well as Tri-Lane, I guess. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Leshrac is going to be soloing the top, getting lots of stats here. And Queen of Pain soloing up here. She's going to be pretty okay. Going for last hits. I'd be a little bit worried if I were Leshrac at this point because now it's going to be a Venge, Queen of Pain dual lane. Not going to be a lot of EXP for Vengeful Spirit. That's a drop-off, unfortunately. Venomancer actually goes to the mid lane, so he's going to be supporting the Beastmaster here. Smart choice. Shadow Fiend is solo against a Windrunner, but this is a pretty good lane for Shadow Fiend, actually. Raises obviously go through Windrun. She will be able to dodge his physical attacks, but it doesn't take a lot of mistakes as a Windrunner versus a Shadow Fiend to get killed, so the Windrunner's going to have to be very careful here. Shaitan going to pick up a level 2. And continue and get some last hits. He does have his bottle finished, so that will be on the way. And surprisingly, he got there really fast, man. Didn't even need to buy a Tango. Totally fine. Nice play. Anyways, there's a little bit of harass coming down. He's got 2 souls at the moment. Going to trade a few hits here, and Windrunner's going to get a pretty fast Basilius. And we actually have Earthshaker in position just in case there is a trade that's about to go down. So Bleek trading quite hard with this Windrunner at the moment. Might get fissured. He's thinking about it. There's the fissure. Couple hits looking for the power shot. Shackles not going to land. Power shot. Almost getting the kill. Oh, that was scary for Bleek. I don't know if that would have gotten the kill or not. 120 damage. He's down to 90 HP, and I don't know if it went through a creep or not. Would have been really close. Really, really close. Almost getting killed there, but doing pretty well so far. Looks like Shaitan almost gets picked off by a Banish as well as a Disruption? Disruption, not Dispersion. That other D word. And Leshrac taking a little bit of poison harass from Musica here, and Calculus going to trade hits as well, so look at the gold graph to see how things are going. Beautiful. Dire team actually in a pretty large farm advantage. Wow, very severe farm advantage thus far. There aren't even any kills yet, so that's about 6 last hits. Usually games are a little bit more close than that, but looks like Ale is going to secure the rune on the bottom. It's going to be Beastmaster staying up that haste, and we hear a disruption once again. It was actually on him. Oh no, it was on Venomancer. Unfortunately, the Veno does not have Poison Sting yet, so they won't really do a whole lot of damage to Veno at all. Looking for a fissure, not going to get it once again. Bleek gets on the correct side of the fissure, barely survives. If he was on this side, that would have been really dangerous for him. He would have been able to pop a tango, but that's about it. And thus far, has not had a good laning experience. He's going to find Earthshaker, but not a huge loss. And if we check last hits on the top lane, Calculus up to 8 and 5, Queen of Pain is at 6 and 6, so relatively equal here. Bot lane, Shadow Fiend versus the Windrunner. Shadow Fiend is at 3 and 4. Windrunner is up to 8 and 6. So, but this makes sense. Windrunner has an early last hit advantage. If you can prevent Shadow Fiend from acquiring souls, it makes it very, very tough to land last hits. So, good Poison Sting Harass. I love that Venomancer did shift down to the bot lane. Beastmaster is okay now that he has his bottle up. Ricky's still going to get really good last hits, and he has to be a little careful about getting ganked or getting killed. But this is partially as a result of TTB's just excellent lanes that they have. They really do have strong lanes. And Ricky Maru is a pretty good hero against Shadow Fiend. If you can prevent him from dropping the raises, that's a lot of his viability. So that will always be a problem. And nice last hit from Windrunner. I'm going to miss the first blood. It's actually on Leshrac, so I was expecting that probably to be the weakness of TTB. Queen of Pain does have good burst nukes, good disables as well, and if she's in a bad spot, she can just blink away. So Leshrac unlikely to get that kill, and Godot shows up and drops a stun down. Scoring some nice disable there. So sorry I missed that one. Not very often I miss first blood here. Pig doing some nice harasser. Might get disabled. Level 3 Beastmaster currently rune up in 5 seconds. So we'll see if it's going to be bottom or top. And actually Dire Team is going to get this one for sure. And it's going to be a regen bot. Beastmaster actually trading with Ricky here. Put in some good damage in. Going to throw some axes as well. And Earthshaker is going to snag it. So grabs the regen. Beastmaster activating his haste. Coming for the gank top. Who's in trouble? It's going to be Godot. There's the spawn. Going to be applying a Boar Slow, and Godot trying to juke a little bit. Does throw the stun on Calculus. There's the slow coming for Axis as well. They might be able to get this kill. It's going to be a little scary. He actually blocks in the pig a little bit. Waiting for Musica to show up, and Axis yet. He's still blocking the gap. Axis hit 2. Scream of Pain. Calculus goes down. Buller now trying to escape. No dagger on him, but a couple more hits. There's the Disruption, and this looks like an easy kill for Musica. Going to blink forward, and last hit goes down. Great plays by absolute legends there. They traded the Vengeful Spirit for that, but totally worth it there. Making a very great play. Hanging out a long time. Great blocking by Black Shaitan as well. He put the boar there. He put the boar right in the hole. Didn't let anyone get out there. And then they just waited for Queen of Pain to show up, and the burst damage is too much. Leshrac is a very squishy hero early, so it is so dangerous to do stuff like that. So thus far, great play. Queen of Pain now up to level 6, up on a level 5 now Leshrac, so she's doing great. Treads are picked up, so much HP now that she's very unlikely to die to Leshrac. There's no way, even if he gets a lucky stun off or a quality, high skilled stun, and a lot of Edict damage, it's very unlikely that Musica is going to go down. So 3-1 currently for Absolute Legends. They're at a 500 gold advantage now. And if we check out last hits, Ricky Maru's up to 28 versus Absolute Legends Bleek, who's at 16, so the last hits on the hard carries are not nearly as good, but the rest of the farm and the kills as well are very well spread out. So, possible gank on Calculus again. There's the stun looking for the Scream of Pain, looking for a dagger. Maybe he might actually ult it as he does. Picks off Calculus. Godot. Oh god, that was close. 20 damage. Edict does the damage after the fact, and here's a gank on Bleek. Dodges the power shot, coming for the chase. Looking for a couple more follow-ups, and Gale's going to land. He pops his wand. That's going to keep him alive. Needs some raises. 1 raise, 2 raise. Earthshaker goes down. Bleek going to eat the power shot, so he does end up dying, but great play there. And in the meantime, looks like Ricky also goes down. So Ricky gets picked off mid, I think. No, I'm sorry. That was just a miss. I was looking somewhere else. I thought Ricky was dead. I looked up and I thought Ricky was dead, so excuse me. But Shadow Fiend ends up getting the double raise off on the Earthshaker. Great play there. Almost survived, but a nice power shot canceled by Windrunner. And that is going to be the kill. Bleek saying, "Can't we be Han friends?" Ricky's in some trouble. He's actually not level 6 yet. Neither is Beastmaster, though. And Soulcatcher is going to land on the Beastmaster. Venomancer in a little bit of trouble with the nice poison slow being applied to Balsam. He does the blink strike through, still being applied, looking for another roar. And Venomancer is coming back, pops the salve. Ricky Maru doing a little bit of juking though. Shadow Demon, and where's Shaitan going? Did he just get majorly juked, or did... I don't know, man. Ricky blinked away. Maybe that was just his smartest path of action. He's actually going to be safe. They just don't chase him, so... Which is fine. I think Musica is pretty dangerous at this point, so... Picks up a Void Stone first. A little bit of an interesting item. It doesn't provide a whole lot of mana regen early, but he is going to be going for that Sheep Stick quite rapidly here. Probably will pick up a Wand shortly as well, but... Shaitan actually going to shift all the way top. Wow, that's a really, really long escape. Doesn't even Wand and TP, I guess. It's just going to walk all the way home. Taking the scenic route. And the rest of the Dire Heroes, none of them really have great items. Absolute Legends Bleek here actually picks up a Blades of Attack. Probably is going for a Phase Boots, which is oftentimes an interesting Shadow Fiend item pickup. Usually you want Treads because it ends up giving you more DPS as a whole with Necromastery, but the positioning is super important. If your Shadow Fiend is really fast, you're talking about generally a much safer environment. His HP will still be low as a result, but if you can also boost up his HP on top of the Phase Boots, you're still looking at a good situation. So up to 42 bonus damage at the moment, 3 levels of Necromastery. And might see another engagement mid, we'll see. Rikimaru is still level 5, about to hit 6, and no dust quite yet for any of these guys, but we might see a really fast gem pickup on Beastmaster. That's always a possibility, but I'd be a little bit hesitant. I think dust is going to cover most of their bases alone, so. And Musica now level 8. Going for a second level of Blink, still on the Void Stone. Calculus just boots and a little bit of stat items, but he's got to be really careful here. Musica definitely has the burst potential to pick him off. If he just does like a Scream of Pain for ass and then follows up later with a Juke or a burst, could be really good for them. And Rikimaru looking for a kill possibly. Venge on the high ground, level 5. Surprisingly, Venge very, very highly leveled. Lots of Wave of Terror, and Calculus is going to back up, pops up his salve, apparently taking a little bit of nuke, and going to roam towards the mid lane, we'll see. In the meantime, Absolute Legends on the bot. Want to get a kill off. There's going to be a Clarity Potion popped, and Bleek's still going to be looking for triple or double raises. But raises are maxed out now. He's level 7. Each one of these does 300 damage. And there's a double raise on the Windrunner. She's in a little bit of trouble. And oh, the raise is not going to land. There's the Gale, but Windrunner might go down. Oh, the stun. Oh, the ward almost gets the kill. So close. They're going to find Earthshaker at least. So Earthshaker does get dropped. Great power shot on these two guys, which is going to put them down into death range, but both will survive. And that could have gone. God, Windrunner was very close to dying. That was so close. Triple raise not able to land. He was a little bit out of range there. And Windrunner played it smart, but unfortunately Earthshaker did get picked off. So Absolute Legends now up 6-2. And it's going to be fast Perseverance picked up on Queen of Pain. We'll see if she might disassemble this later. Oh, Bleek's going to get jumped on. Rikimaru comes in for the gank, and there's the Blink Strike. Easy pickup. Unfortunately, the salve just a little bit too late there. And easy kill on the Shadow Fiend. Always tough. That's one tough thing about Rikimaru, man. You never know where he's going to be. Going for those solo kills. Sentry Ward is on mid, but he's going to shift lanes as a result. And he's actually going to immediately jump on Venomancer. Needs another Blink Strike to get this kill, and there's the Gale. Is he going to go for it? No, he decides against it. It would have been close. It would have been close. You get a bonus 120 damage. I guess if he jumps under tower and doesn't kill Veno, he would have been under tower with a Gale on. That would have been scary, so smart decision. I think that was smart. You don't want to be overly aggressive. Musica actually might jump on a Windrunner. This is Scream of Pain, and not going to see any more harass. Going to slowly regen this up. Bleek is in position. There is the Rikimaru. Sentry Ward is down. He's going to trade some hits. First raise. Looking for more raises. Raise. Still no raises. And, oop, back in vision. Oop. Oop. Balsam has to be really careful there. There's the raises come through. Actually get wasted completely. Earthshaker is also here. This could be very dangerous. And there, oop, Ricky Bleek strikes through. Nice play by Rikimaru. Getting past Sentry range. They find an Earthshaker, though. Here's a couple hits. There's the raise. And Vengeful Spirit picks up the kill. Great Sentry Ward usage. Earthshaker not thinking there. It's like, wait, if they can see Rikimaru, maybe they could also see me. And he ends up getting picked off, so runs through the Sentry Ward. Easy kill. Good reaction time from Absolute Legends. Doesn't even get his fissure off. And now we're looking at a 7-3 advantage. Radiant team now up to a 2k advantage. And Rikimaru got to play it safe. He doesn't have any regen. He's got a stout shield, but that is not a whole lot. So, and Bleek up to 22 souls now, 44 bonus damage. We hitting that tower. No dust. There's the sentry up on Venomancer. Queen of Pain getting a kill on Windrunner top. That was not even an ulti. Wow. Musica doing really well. He's such a good player. Clearing the creep wave. Shadow Fiend actually a very good pushing hero for that fact. He can just clear creep waves with 2 spells. He spends 150 mana. Creep wave is gone. And tower is going to get glyphed. There's the Rikimaru. There's going to be a stun. He does eat the stun. Fissure and a Gale as well. Sentry Ward displaced. Doesn't provide anything, but they get the last hit on the tower. So Shadow Fiend picking that up. Shaitan in a lot of trouble. There's the Edict damage. Calculus actually not going to chase this one. Doesn't feel safe. If he would have gotten under tower range and got roared, that would have been really dangerous for him. So smart play. And Shaitan wants a rune. It'll be respawning in 10 seconds. He might actually be able to control this. There's the spawn and the pig coming for it. There's the roar almost casting. But apparently cancel. I don't know if he was just trying to bait it out or cancel that on purpose, but oh, it's going to be bottom. Rune is bottom, it's DD. And Leshrax going to be able to snag that. He gets pretty lucky on that one, so. Muska back on the top lane, level 10. So probably going Lincolns? I don't know. Lincolns are sheep. Not really sure. Lincolns would be okay. It'd be pretty good. There's a couple of spells that it blocks. SD Banish, SD Ultio. They're jumping on Muska though. There's the smoke any second, and ooh, the damage is too much. So Ricky gets the kill, chasing on Bleek now. He has been using his phase, looks for the raises, looking for the raises, wants to kill Windrunner, and one more hit, great shackle, but Windrunner does go down, needs a stun, 3 seconds, and Bleek gonna try to walk out of this, and a couple more hits, he ends up getting away. The phase boots is gonna be enough, no blink strike from Ricky, and phase boots making it happen. 11 HP up on the Shadow Fiend, and he survives. That was really close there, great play by Bleek, trading hits at the right times, and now he's gonna get back to base. 9-4, trading a Queen of Pain for a Windrunner, not the best trade, especially because Queen of Pain is such a high level here, but could have been much worse, that's for sure. Shadow Fiend could have gone down, but that crisis has been averted. And Queen of Pain back on the bot lane, 1600 gold. Might jump on this Earthshaker. We'll see if he does the combo. Blink in, Scream of Pain. There's a little bit of a dagger and a little bit of hit. I don't know if he might ulti this. There's the ulti, and it will do the damage. Needs another blink to score the kill, and he will find that very easily. Blink forward, one little hit, and Muska picks up another kill. So completely spending all of his mana, though. He is regenning up at the moment. And Windrunner is pursuing, looking for a shackle. Not going to land. No creeps, no trees. And he will slowly regen up. So up to 1900 gold now. Probably going to pick up a ultimate orb, most likely. I'm expecting a Lincoln Sphere at this point. He's been doing pretty good. His GPM has got to be healthy. 390, doing very, very well. Shadow Fiend at 311, not the best Shadow Fiend so far, but going for Drum Phase. I've actually seen this build on the ladder before. It's very strong, actually. Gives you tons of movement speed, some pretty good stats all around. Your attack speed isn't fabulous, but it does give you great movement speed, which is very important sometimes for a Shadow Fiend. It's kind of a nice way to fill in the roles of a Blink Dagger without actually having to buy a Blink Dagger, so... Ooh, it's going to be a haste rune picked up by Muska, so good movement speed there. Ricky Maru still far away from his Diffusal Blade, and Queen of Pain actually, or nice deny from Windrunner actually picks that one up. It looks like Shadow Fiend, oh, he does spot out the Beastmaster, and there's the Vision coming, so not a whole lot of chance for Windrunner to survive this one. He's just going to hit him. It's going to get shackled. Axes actually might give him an escape out, and Pig gets picked off, but here comes the raise. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. I can't believe that he just roared that. I'm really surprised. Fish is going to land down. There's the banish as well. Calculus coming in. There's the stun on Shadow Fiend, looking for a double raise possibly, but the Echo Slam gets cast, and Bleek still trying to run away. No, almost makes it out. I really don't understand the roar. Shadow Fiend was about to snag that, but he roared it and took the kill. Shaitan does escape at least. There's that. Fissure block, great. Very well done on the Shadow Fiend. He gets picked off, so... In the meantime, Muska trading hits with the Ricky Maru. We'll see if there's the Blink Strike coming forward. Actually, this is a little scary for him. Couple more hits. Here comes the Blink Scream, and there it is. Does get the kill. Scream of Pain does go through invisibility, and a big mistake made there by Ricky Maru, blinking back in, thinking he could get the kill, but Queen of Pain was too farmed up. Picks up a TP scroll now, and slowly will regen back up to full. Great plays by Muska so far. He's been playing excellent. He's up to 6-1-1. Playing a very, very good Queen of Pain. Has the benefit of it countering a lot of these heroes. Leshrac, low HP, pretty squishy. Windrunner, very reliant on Windrun. Nukes go through that. And even an early game Earthshaker and Shadow Demon, also very squishy. So, Muska definitely having a nice advantage in hero matchups this game, which has provided him some good advantage. Bleek, on the other hand, 0-3-5, not doing nearly as well, and Beastmaster jacking kills like nobody's business with Roar on a 150 HP hero. So, Gem is going to be picked up, though. He also grabs a point booster. I love this item choice. This gives him a lot of HP possibilities. He's actually looking for runes right now, or wards, sorry. There's a dire ward here, as well as, that's it, actually, that's the only ward at the moment. So, using Hawk to scout the high ground, you can use Pig to hit uphill, and not able to find any observer wards from the dire team, so... There's going to be one coming on the Shadow Demon at least. And let's check the items while we are hanging out in case I'm missing anything. Might see an engagement actually. Beastmaster is going to get spotted. There's the Roar coming down. Does land on Shadow Demon. There's the fall. Might see a swap. Is he going to swap? Does throw the stun. The axes almost doing enough. He's down to 18. Pops the wand. And they're coming around for the chase. He's going to juke it a little bit. Oh, I see Leshrac showing up as well. And very, very tough loss there for Absolute Legends. Great fissure block. And oh, they're going to find the Ricky, finally revealing the fact that they do have the gem. They got to keep this gem up. Looking for the smoke, and they might just escape. Shaitan's going to take another power shot. What is he doing? He runs back in. Venomancer looking for the ulti. Venomancer ultis. No Gale, unfortunately, gets bursted down immediately. Muska jumping in the mix, though. And does get out of the smoke, at least. There's the first Scream of Pain, putting Ricky in a bad spot. And Calculus now being pursued. Godot, no mana for a stun, unfortunately. And Queen of Pain thinking about pursuing, but it would be awfully scary. Ricky Maru invisible. Still no Diffusal Blade up for him. And Shadow Fiend still pushing top lane, so he does go for the phase as well as the drum. Great movement speed. He's up to 441 when he uses those phase boots, and still hitting pretty hard as well. Drum of Endurance does give you 18 damage, does give you all of the stats, which is something Shadow Fiend needs, so very good item progression here, especially when you're a little bit behind. He's got a lot of stats out of a lot of these items. Very good stuff. And Godot's still in the mid lane, trying to pick up some EXP. Kind of funny that he can be safe against. So he's going to throw the stun out. Barely misses the Split Earth, and Leshrac is going to be sad about that one. Going for a Bloodstone for sure. Vitality booster, energy booster. Just needs 300 gold, then he will have the Soul booster, which increases his HP, MP, plus tons of regen. It's an awesome item to grab first on Leshrac. Much better than a Perseverance on average. And Musica still is not purchased as Lincoln Sphere, but up to 1800 gold. Once again, it could just be a sheep. Perseverance obviously gives lots of great regen. He's going to be jumped on by Queen of Pain. Here comes the smoke. This is bad for Musica, and Echo Slam as well. Fissure block. Bad decision by Musica there. Deciding, oh, it's just a Shadow Demon, no problem. He gets banished, and the smoke came down, and at that point, no chance of him surviving that one. Great plays by the Dire team picking off that kill. So Queen of Pain gets shut down. Did she spend her gold? She did actually buy the Lincoln Sphere. Nice play by Musica there, and ends up doesn't lose any gold there. And now Ricky Mar goes down, picking up Ricky with a couple of raises here on the bot lane. Absolute Legends playing very well. 13-7 currently. Gold advantage is still in their favor. 5k, pretty hefty, and especially the fact that Ricky keeps getting killed, man. He's died so many times now. 2-2 and 1. He's only got 48 last hits. He has so few last hits. He's not going to be able to hard carry this or counter most of these heroes. I mean, the smoke is still being used against Queen of Pain, but if he doesn't have Diffusal Blade, he relies completely on another hero to be there before he can get kills. So, thus far, it's not looking too good for TTB. Leshrac got shut down. He does have his Soul Booster up now, which does provide some great stats if you guys want to look at that. But Ricky Maru is literally it's their carry. They need him to do well, otherwise there's no way that they're going to shut down the Shadow Fiend or the Queen of Pain, both of which can set somewhere between semi and hard carry. Shadow Fiend much more than Queen of Pain, of course. Now the Lincoln's is up on the Queen of Pain now, so she will be able to eat a Fissure or an Enchant Totem or a Shadow Demon spell. And Shadow Fiend going to do some roaming. It looks like they're actually going to turn this into a little bit of a push. They do have good vision from the Greater Hawk. Very good vision. One of the strongest abilities. This is right here. Beastmaster Man looking for swap. Is going to get it off. Stun on Calculus. And a Roar as well. They really want that kill. Double raise. And Godot might end up dying. There's a Soul Catch. Ulti on Godot. So he's likely to go down. He is going to die to the Demonic Purge. And there it is. Does get picked off. But good trade. Picking up the Leshrac for Revenge, take that trade any day, man, especially when Leshrac has a Soul Booster. He's obviously very farmed. Push him as far away from that item build as they can. And Snoopy going Arcane, 700 HP for him, and Chaton's going to snag up the old Illusion. Level 9 now. And Bleek continuing to farm. Probably going to go for a BKB next, I would assume. Probably will be a BKB. Blink Dagger would also work, but if he gets Magic Immunity up, that's really what he needs. He wants to make sure that Earthshaker can't just chain stun him, or even Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon's ulti goes through BKB, so the slow will still apply, but if he's in a good spot already and he can BKB and get an ult through the smoke, stuff like that will also be very useful. So, Ricky Maru trying to get some last hits top, and looks like Snoopy doing a nice job slowing down the push mid. 2k HP up on Shadow Fiend. And Beastmaster up to 13 himself, so probably going for an Aghanim Scepter. This is what you use a point booster for. Yeah, pretty much for sure Aghanim Scepter. This will allow his ulti to go for a longer range, and it also reduces the cooldown. So cast range boosted up to like 900, which is huge. That's very, very useful, being able to ulti on people that think they're not out of position but really are. It's definitely a game changer oftentimes, even with good players. So second Blade of Alacrity is now picked up on Ricky Maru, and Absolute Legends is coming in for the push. Vengeful Spirit ready to do another swap. He's going to catch him again. There's the stun. Roar as well. 2 raises and Calculus. Same mistake made once again. Gets the swap off. And Windrunner actually being pursued just a little bit here. Wow. Calculus has got to be sad about that one. 2 deaths in a row the exact same way. Swap, stun, Beastmaster, Roar. And they're going to back up from that. They don't want to push anymore. They said, whatever. We just got a hero advantage. We don't need to commit to this. Where our ultis are on cooldown at least. Avenge ulti on cooldown. Beastmaster ulti on cooldown. They're going to go back to farming. They might actually still go in. Couple nukes. Bleek in a little bit of a weird spot, but the Gale is going to land on the Windrunner. Fissure misses everybody. Ulti from Venno. Only going to catch one, and Bleek now trying to get out of the smoke cloud. Pops his wand. Drum of Endurance as well. And a couple more slows. Godot getting ultied here. Bleek has to be so careful here. Echo Slam going to catch on Snoopy, doing a lot of damage, but Looks like nobody's going to die. Benj does end up going down, actually. Windrunner in the mix, also died. Couple exchanges there, but the important one, Shadow Fiend stays alive. Great escape from Bleek popping the wand. Phase Boots with his Yashina. Look, what is his movement speed? He's up to 478. He's almost max movement speed. And gonna triple raise some neutrals, continue to farm here. He'll probably spend some time in the jungle. He might just go fast Manta, I guess. Cool. Movement speed is great, especially if you're up against a Ricky Maro. It's another reason that he is boosting up his movement by so much. If you can run faster, you will escape the cloud faster, and then in some ways you don't even need to be KB. So, kind of an interesting choice. Not necessarily the safest build, but thus far it has worked out. So, alright, Godot back on the mid lane, level 9, so we'll be going for Aura next, finally. Providing his team some nice contribution. Queen of Pain picks up with the 4-staff, great choice. And here comes the gank on Balsam. There's the blink through, Wave of Terror, there's the dagger, there's the swap as well, looks bad for him. Stun, and they pick him off. Fidget does get blocked, looking for the ulti from Queen of Pain. He might be in trouble. He'll probably get the blink off. There's the 4-staff, and still no blink. There's the blink. Ulti is used, Demonic Purge, big damage. 150 is applied, but they're going to back off. They get the kill. Actually, Vengeful Spirit apparently died to the Leshrac. Leshrac snagging that one. It's going to be TPing into the bot lane, defend the bot tower. Mech is up on Windrunner. And if we check them, items still no Diffusal Blade up on Ricky. He just died again, man. Still hasn't gotten a Diffusal Blade. 23 minutes in. Earthshaker in a lot of trouble. Might ulti this. Pops the ulti, catches 2. Great play. Calculus drops the stun though, and Muska's gonna blink away. Soul Catcher almost doing enough damage.
That was the sound of your
Earthshaker did die apparently. Okay, poison damage. Poison damage making it happen, man. And Muska backing up. Gonna find a haste rune. Was hoping for a regen, I'm sure. Shaitan is gonna ball that up. He's got Boots of Travel as well, so his ganking potential is very strong at the moment. I would like to see some more HP up on Snoopy, but he hasn't really had a whole lot of time to farm. And in the meantime, Bleek is actually bot lane. Windrunner's looking for him. This could be really bad for Bleek. The Shackle is gonna be pretty easy from this range, and here it comes. Looking for Shackle. He's coming from the side. Good choice. And here's the Shackle. Lock gonna land. Bleek is gonna be able to run away, but Blink Strike comes forward looking for smoke. Power shot. Needs one more blink, and he's dead. And in 1 second, he's gonna juke though. Gets into the tree line. So, oh my god, dude. Max movement speed, Shadow Fiend making plays. I can't believe this. This has got to be so fun to play. Be like, oh my god, that close to die in 1 second, but great juking. Breaks the line of sight around the trees, and at that point, it's over because then you can juke. So Ricky Maro playing it smart. The TPs did come from Absolute Legends, but Ricky Maro was not able to pursue this. So they are thinking about going in. There's the haste. Here comes the roar. Blink in, looking for the dagger. Unfortunately, a little slow. Does get the roar off. Queen of Pain is gonna miss the ulti there, but Venomancer pops his ulti on Ricky. Ricky is going to pop his wand, looks for the stun. Great 4-staff, keeping Snoopy alive here, and Leshrac is going to be absolutely sad about that loss of a kill. So, great plays by Absolute Legends. Ricky Maru, oh my god, is he going to die? He gets killed, no deny. He gets killed, he barely gets killed. Venomancer ulti snagging it up, he dies again. 500 gold. Still does not have his Diffusal Blade. 25 minutes into the game here, and Ricky Maru is gonna literally contribute nothing to team fights. He can drop smoke and 1 or 2 blink strikes, but that is absolutely it, especially up against a Beastmaster. And Absolute Legends just shutting him down, going in on the Shadow Demon now. He's gonna banish himself. Did take poison damage, but a Gale is pretty much gonna guarantee some kills there. Uses his ulti there. Good slow on Snoopy, but Arcane is going to be used, and there's the damage. Oh, that was cool, the little illusion. Windrunner wants to kill, though. Looking for Shackle, not going to get it. Cancels, grabs it on the Queen of Pain. Lincoln's blocking some damage, looking for the blink, but not going to get it. Echo Slam being used as well. Big burst nukes there, and absolutely worth it. If you can pick off the Queen of Pain in a situation like that, do it, man. Take those kills when you can grab them. Absolute Legends up the mid. Manta style is on the way. Manta for the Shadow Fiends, so great attack speed. Evasion as well. Not evasion, but distraction is probably the best way to describe it. Power shot can do a little bit of damage, but tower taking big hits. Plus 72 damage from Necromastery. He's picked up a couple souls. And with that Manta ready to go, plus ridiculous movement speed. He's got 419 base, that's without phase boots, so that is good. Beastmaster is going to snag an illusion rune up to 1800 gold now, so getting closer and closer to his Aghanim Scepter. And Bleek looking for a Shackle. Fissure's going to land. Gale counter initiation. Roar's Well and Calculus, and a couple more. Great disruption from Shadow Demon. Going to keep him alive. Stopping the chain of initiations. It actually, it's going to see a swap. Looking for another stun. Possibly a couple hits. There's the raise. And Calculus does go down. No other kills. Ricky Maro gets jumped on, and a couple more slows. Wave of Terror, and Ricky Maro drops. Axes hit 2 heroes. And And Windrunner being pursued, pops the Windrun ability, looking for some juking, doesn't want to get raised. He's got to be so careful, a couple more hits. Godot throws the stun down, there's the Scream of Pain. Gale as well, axes, clean up the kill. Windrunner drop down immediately, Bowler in a lot of trouble, and the raise finishes him off. Lincoln Sphere providing very useful to block those raises, and Absolute Legends back in the low ground looking for a Rax possibly. 4 heroes are dead here, and Absolute Legends is playing so strong. Bleek, 2, 3, and 11 playing that support. Shadow Fiend attacking buildings all day, man. He is actually taking tower hits. Pops the Manta split. And the damage contribution is huge. Aura from the low ground, 12% for everybody. Huge attack speed aura as well. And the first Rax of the game is going to fall at 27 minutes. Absolute Legends in a commanding lead, 14k. Huge percentage advantage. And a little bit of follow-up. Going to clean up these illusions. And Leshrac still not able to get his Bloodstone this game. Looks like they might try to take Roshan in the meantime. They're going to disable the Lincoln Sphere on the Roshan. There's the minus armor. Not to mention, Presence of the Dark Lord also does -5 armor. They have so much physical damage from this. Wave of Terror plus that do stack. Look at the minus armor on Roshan. Can pick him off so quickly. Wow. This is ridiculous. They pick it up, throw it on the Shadow Fiend. He does sell something. There's a mech pickup, 3,700 gold now in SF. Might go BKB still, we'll see. And they're going to probably continue their pushing immediately. They might even try to just go for a huge team fight and end it. If they can pick heroes off, still no Diffusal Blade. 28 minutes, man. Balsam not doing so hot. And Shadow Fiend will shift towards the top lane. Ooh, looking for a Gale, not going to land. Snoopy almost eats a Shackle. Very, very strong items on Venomancer. His mana very low, though, is the only downside. He's got 2 TP scrolls, no problem. And he's going to swing back to base. His mana pool is so low that he might as well. He's going for an Aghanim Scepter after this. I love this item build progression. If you guys are playing pubs, this is the best way to do it, honestly. Go for Arcane Mech. All your mana pool is fine, and then tank up. Tank up with Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter late game is disgustingly powerful. It really is. If you can land that on the enemy team, talking about tons of damage, boosted up to about 100 per second for about 15 seconds. It's really strong. It's really strong. When you're level 16, that is. So go for it. Try it out sometime. It's really strong. And Shadow Fiend back in the jungle. Continuing to get some last hits up to 46. I might just be a Blink. I'm expecting actually a Butterfly next. He hasn't concerned himself with the BKB. They have a huge gold advantage at this point, so in some senses, he doesn't need Magic Community anymore. If the game was much closer, I would say BKB for sure. But he's gotten by so far with just movement speed items. If he picks up a Butterfly, then he's going to have huge attack speed, damage. His illusions will also be tanky, and he'll have the evasion. So Ricky Maru is going to be a little bit behind in farm. So let's compare. Ricky Maru 7,700, Shadow Fiend 16k. No problem, guys. He's got twice as much gold. He's got a Diffusal Blade and Treads and a Poor Man's Shield. Definitely very applicable this game. I think Poor is a good way to describe Ricky Maru's state, and Beastmaster does have his Aghanim Scepter up, so look at that roar range, man. Very strong. And the rest of Absolute Legends coming in for the next Rax push. Beastmaster TPing in on his BOT bird, and it's going to get picked off, though. A couple more hits, and it does go invisible, but Power Shot cleans that one up. Push snagging on through. Observer Ward is going to get counter warded. Actually, was dropped in the Sentry Ward range. Kind of a tough loss there. You always want to put a Sentry on the, or Observer on the high ground so you can actually see the enemy team as you're pushing in. And it's actually be some counter push. Shackle is going to land on the Venomancer. Might be in some trouble. Looks for the stun. It is going to go down on Venomancer. Here's the Edict damage. Snoopy going to have to pop his ulti off here. There's the Diffusal Blade. Pops his ulti. Looks for the mech. Pops the mech. Gale as well, but he is still going to go down. Takes big burst damage. And thus far, Musica wants to clean up. Thinking about popping the ulti. Almost went for it. Could have maybe gotten a kill. We'll see. Might still jump in. Ulti's on Windrunner. Windrunner gets dropped immediately. Disruption now going on Godot. He's in a lot of trouble here. Echo Slam blinks in. Catches a couple. Black Shaitan looks like he will lose his gem finally. Gem is on the ground. And in the meantime, top tower taking a little bit of damage. Bleek was not there. And that was not a good team fight for Absolute Legends. They were not all in that team fight. They actually lost 4. I don't know how many dire people we lost. Not many. If any. Mid tower's taking a little bit of pressure, but that was a great team fight for the dire team. DTT? TTD. Sorry. Those acronyms, man. And Ricky actually purchasing a Wraith Band. That is how far behind they feel they are. That he's going to buy a 31-minute Wraith Band. That is such an inefficient item in the long run, but they know that they have to try to defend right now. They need all of their viability right now. Otherwise, they will lose. That is why he is buying Wraith Bands here. He needs as much damage survivability as possible. Otherwise, the game is over. If Absolute Legends actually pushed seriously with 5 heroes, I don't think they would have that much trouble. They'd have to worry about an Earthshaker Epicenter, but that's about it, so. Alright, so, in the meantime, back into the jungle, of course, Bleek is continuing to farm. He's up to 6k gold now. He still does have that Aegis. Rikimaru is down here, 1k gold, and Bleek is just gonna, no problem, raise everything. Easy last hits all day. He's pretty much one-shotting range creeps. Rikimaru might get scouted. Do we have a new gem up? Beastmaster does purchase a new gem. It's in the base. Rikimaru scouting things out. Unfortunately for him, he would have liked to do this about 10 to 15 minutes ago, if he actually had his reasonable diffusal blade up. Or even a fast diffusal blade. Might jump on Shadow Fiend, actually. We'll see. He's thinking about it. Bleek is so fast, though. Waiting for some backup. Looks like Shadow Demon is on the way, and Shadow Fiend actually still going to pressure a little bit. So, use his phase, going to be running away now, and Rikimaru is just going to give up on him. He doesn't want to mess around with that. We have Leshrac hiding. Bloodstone is picked up, so his items are decent at this point, but also very delayed past what he thought he would have it up at. And Queen of Pain with another Ultimate Orb, probably going towards a Sheep Stick at this point, and some counter warding being done as well. So, saves them a lot of gold on Observe or Sentry Wards, and Godot's actually going to snag a point booster. Good choice. Good balance of HP there, and actually he's going to go for a Helm of the Dominator. Cool choice. So sells his wand, sells his Aquila. This gives him some nice lifesteal. He does a crap load of damage. He's going to probably buy an Eagle Song. I assume he'll just go for the items. It's actually going to be Demon Edge. Oh my god. They did it. He's doing it. He's doing it, guys. Divine Rapier, Helm of the Dominator, Aegis of the Immortal. They are ready to win this game in fun fashion. And even if Rikimaru grabs a Divine Rapier, I'm not even worried for them. All he has is a Diffusal. He's not survivable enough. If he had a BKB or something, I'd be a little paranoid, but look at the damage being done from the low ground. Even a couple misses there. Swap, Roar on Calculus, 400 damage per hit. The minus armor is ridiculous. Shadow Fiend splitting. Here comes the ulti. Gonna do good damage. Oh my god, they took so much damage from that. And Windrunner running away. Couple last hits. He's got 5 HP, 0 HP. The Venomous ulti. Venomancer ulti is just about to score the kill. Great juking from Windrunner, and Musuke wants that kill, but not going to get it. Bleek gonna do some damage, man. I heard you have a Divine Rapier. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots on Calculus. He goes down. 1, 2, 1 raise. Looking for 2 raises. Windrunner looks for a shackle. Does land it down. He still has the Aegis, though. There's the power shot. I don't know what that is. No clue. The Brax will go down. Absolute Legends. Looks like they're going to take the win in commanding fashion. Divine Rapier Man, Manta style, Helm of the Dominator. Who needs Black King Bar? Who needs Blink Dagger? Not Bleek. There's the Roar. 1, 2 hits on that. Earthshaker. 1, 2, 3 hits. Oh my god, he Manta dodged that fissure. Oh my god. Dude, Bleek is really good. What's that? You're hiding in your fountain? I don't even care. Doesn't even care, man. Oh, good game is called. Absolute Legends is going to take the win. Don't even care. You're in your fountain. Doesn't matter. Meant to dodge Earthshaker fissures. Get a couple hits off. Bleek on a rampage. Picks up the Divine Rapier. And this is going to win the game. So, not the only thing, of course, but Absolute Legends winning the game with style. Great picks. Musuka did excellent as the Queen of Pain. And Shadow Fiend narrowly avoided ganks so many times. There was like 2 or 3 times where he almost died. Less than 50 HP and ended up surviving. So, wow, Absolute Legends was an excellent game, and I think we have one more game coming up after this, guys. Might be incorrect. I'm gonna have to check the schedule, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second. Go check out ghostygamers.net. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow for the Ghostly League qualifier number 6. It's a 32-team open single elimination bracket. Anybody can sign up for that one. I believe the sign-up's already done, but make sure that you guys come tune in for that. We're going to be streaming that. Not just me and the other trainee casters. There's going to be tons of awesome games to watch tomorrow. But we will be back in just a second, guys.